It's recording now.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
We haven't done anything yet, so I guess that's okay.
Wanted to make sure we were good.
As long as we live stream it within the 24-hour period, aren't we okay?
As long as it's available within a 24-hour, and it's available, it's recording now.
Okay.
Okay, very good. Whatever came up, I lost my video there for a minute, so I'm back with you. I don't know if I disappeared off the camera or just faced the earth. So, okay.
You're still there, Mayor. We see you.
Ms. Keisha, you can call the roll whenever you're ready.
Rita Carter,
Yes, with the corrections.
David Leaf,
Yes.
Chandra Wilkerson,
Yes.
Tony Bennell,
Yes.
Doug Brown,
Yes.
Let the record show that the motion carries unanimously. We'll move now to old business. The only item under old business was second reading of ordinance 06-2020-1, the rezoning of Mill Street, and that was, we'll see what happens.
I'd like to ask that be deferred, Mayor.
I'll second it.
We have a motion by Councilman Bennell, a second by Councilman Leaf, that this be deferred. Second reading of ordinance 06-2020-1. With it being deferred, there's no discussion. Please call the roll.
Chandra Wilkerson,
Yes.
Doug Brown,
Yes.
Rita Carter,
Yes.
Leaf,
Yes.
Tony Bennell.
Yes.
Let the record show that the motion carries unanimously. Therefore, the public hearing will be rescheduled to when the second reading is discussed. So with that, we will move to new business. The first item is multiple services through a single meter. This was discussed at the work study. Okay, is there no motion?
Yeah, I move that we allow that based on 18-112 in our codes, which allows for that. It was a short-term thing, is my understanding, like 9 months.
I second that motion.
Motion by Councilman Bennell, a second by Councilwoman Carter. Do you want to stick pretty firmly to this 9-month period, or is that going to be a floatable thing? Will it be liquid?
Well, you know, building a house is can be a challenge with weather and getting products and getting contractors. So approximately 9 months.
Okay, any other discussion? Hearing none, Ms. Keisha?
Rita Carter,
Yes.
Chandra Wilkerson,
Yes.
David Leaf,
I'm going to declare a conflict of interest here, since this is my son, and abstain from the vote.
Doug Brown,
Yes.
Tony Bennell.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-1 with Councilman Leaf abstaining due to a conflict of interest. Motion carries. Next item is first reading of ordinance 07-2020-1, change in the policy and procedure, an amendment to it to increase probation to 6 months.
Make a motion that we pass ordinance 072020-1 of the policy and procedure amendment.
Second.
Have a motion by Councilman Brown, a second by Councilwoman Wilkerson to pass first reading of ordinance 072020-1. Any discussion? Hearing none, Ms. Keisha?
David Lee,
Yes.
Tony Bennell,
Yes.
Chandra Wilkerson,
Yes.
Rita Carter,
Yes.
Doug Brown.
Yes.
Let the record reflect that the motion carries unanimously. Next item under new business is a resolution R072020-1. This is a resolution adopting the Safety Partners Grant. This was discussed at the work study, and it was also discussed what the funds from the grant would go for. Do I hear a motion?
I
Make a
so moved.
motion.
Go ahead, Frida. Go ahead.
I make a motion to adopt resolution R072020-1, applying for the TML's Safety Partner Grant.
I'll second that motion.
Have a motion by Councilwoman Carter and a second by Councilman Leaf to adopt resolution R072020-1 TML Safety Partners Grant. Is there any discussion?
When do we hear from that grant? Is there a time frame?
I know it had to be applied for by, I think, August the 26th, and it's first come, first serve. But I want to say like by October, we should know.
It's pretty quick turnaround.
Thank you.
And I said TML, they've changed their name to PE Partners Risk Management Pool. So if that makes any difference, it's still the same people.
Okay, Ms. Keisha, if you'll call the roll, please.
Chandra Wilkerson,
Yes.
David Lee,
Yes.
Doug Brown,
Yes.
Rita Carter,
Yes.
Tony Bennell,
Yes.
Let the record reflect that the motion carries unanimously. The next item on the agenda is some paving quotes. I guess Aaron picked us up some quotes for different areas of town, and we was going to see what we had, Aaron.
Yeah, I actually have these. Do you want him to open them or do you want me to open them? How do you want to do it?
You can, I thought he had the quote, so you can go ahead and open those and we'll see what you got.
Okay, just a second here. Okay, this first one is from Scotty's Contracting in Stone. Do I just read the whole thing or the amount? How does this work?
Did they
Let
quote
me
it,
admit here. I believe that the way that Aaron said in the work study that the bids were written were for an amount of distance or an amount of tonnage. So the quote should be equivalent to each other. So I guess it's an amount per ton.
Okay, so 68.80 per ton. And then the striping is 35 cents per foot. Can you like hold that?
And what road is this, street is this on?
This was for Sumner Drive, and I also had them look at Old 31E. But when I had them give the quotes, I had them give it price per ton laid. That way we would be bidding on, everybody would be bidding on the same thing as far as a price per ton laid, because some of the contractors might mill the street, and then some of them said that they didn't think that it needed milled. So in order for me to get a fair quote on everybody, I just told them to give me a price per ton laid, if that makes sense.
We're still not knowing how much that particular street's gonna cost until after it's all done, right?
Right, but they were supposed to also send the price for that street, which
And that could be what this one is. They sent 2 envelopes.
so it may be on this other one. I apologize. I had tried to tell them, but with me not being able to open them, I couldn't really tell if they did it or not.
Okay, this one's the same way.
All right.
Okay, is that one from the same person?
Yes, this was the same from Scotty's boat. He had brought 2 separate ones because I couldn't get one at one time. It had got misplaced, and they had found it.
So
Maybe.
this one was actually received second. So
Okay.
I guess this would be the current. And it's 66.95 per ton and 35 cents per foot for striping.
So it went down $2 a ton?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Which
that
was the
how
most
much?
recent?
That one.
66?
Yes, the 66.95 is the most recent.
So that south half of Sumner Drive, how much dollars would that be, Aaron?
I'm hoping that it's in one of these other quotes, because I told them all to bid Sumner Drive, and let me know what it would cost for them to do Sumner Drive. But then I also told them to give me a price per ton laid. So I'm hoping that one of the Rogers Group or DeWeese one gave it, because I don't have a clue. They didn't tell me how many tons it would take as far as to do it. Go ahead, talk about it.
Okay, this one's from Rogers Group.
I will say that Rogers Group is the only one of the companies that did turn in a bid that is in Tennessee, and they are in Sumner County.
Okay, and so their price per ton was $71.50, and they have a total price of $137,280.
For which road?
And this is for Sumner
Sumner
Drive, all of Sumner Drive, and Old Highway 31E, from Austin P to Henry Harris.
That's
Wait.
total. That's total.
That's total for both streets or both roads.
Is that Sumner Drive all the way to, from Austin P all the way to the end of Sumner Drive across the 52?
Sir.
I didn't hear you, Aaron. What'd you say?
Yes, it is. It's from Sumner Drive from Austin P to Old 31.
Right.
Did they not break them down?
Yes, on here. Well, no, it just says the painting broke down.
We don't want to pave Sumner Drive on the north side.
Right. And there again, I tried to tell them, exactly what I wanted paved, but not having them be able to tell me what they're giving me a bid on, it's kind of hard for me to tell until I open it today. But and I apologize for this, but I tried to make it as clear as I could. But
And what was that number? 130 what?
137,280. And then they also have the paint marking of $3,445.
Say that again, you're muffled up.
3,445.
And that's for both roads?
yes.
Yes.
All right, for these tonnage, I'm ignorant on a lot of these calculations, but on this price per ton, Aaron, can you get us a figure per street
Yes, I will.
when you get the distance?
Yes, ma'am, I will.
And you said 030, I'm sorry, Mayor, you said 031 would be from Austin P to Henry Harris?
Yes, right there where as soon as you pass Henry Harris, it had already been paved from there to the city limits. So he bid it from there where the newer pavement stopped to Austin P, which is the older portion of the paving on that road.
Why didn't they come down that little strip from 52 down to Austin P? It's in bad shape.
Actually, they were supposed to do that as well, and I don't know why they didn't do that. Because I did tell them that I wanted to pave all that from where the county stops there at BP off of New 31 or New 52, and cross old 52, and then go all the way to the new the newer pavement on out past Henry Harris.
You say you have another quote also?
Yes.
Or bid?
We have another one from Charles DeWeese Construction.
And another reason why they did do the bidding as far as price per ton laid was that way if the city only had a certain amount of money, or they came up with some extra money and they wanted to pave a little bit more, they could pretty much pave until they ran out of money, is what they were telling me.
Okay, and then their price per ton is $69.40. And then their markings are $630 per, is that linear meter?
Or maybe a mile.
Maybe, yes, that's probably right.
See if they broke it up. No,
Okay,
they didn't.
Is that for both those same roads, or is that more or less?
It's for the same roads, but he just did the price per ton laid. He didn't give me a total quote. And I will get a quote from, or a figure from all of them as to how many tons it would take to do Sumner Drive. And I will get that I'll have that at the work study.
Okay, it's going to be my suggestion that someone make a motion to defer this to the work study.
I'll make that motion, Mayor, to defer the work study while Aaron gets a chance to get those exact quotes.
I second that motion.
Have a motion by Councilman Brown, second by Councilwoman Carter to defer to the work study. Ms. Keisha, if you'll call the roll.
Doug Brown,
Yes.
David Leith,
Yes.
Tony Bennell,
Yes.
Rita Carter,
Yes.
Sandra Wilkerson.
Yes.
Let the record show that the motion carries unanimously. The next item on the agenda is to waive water tap fee for Clark Hollow Rabe Coats tie-in. That is for that additional 6-inch water line that is going to be run up Henry Harris. And the request was made by the people that are paying for that install, and the engineering is that they get a tap for that.
I so move.
I did get the easement as far as it's a 1,027-foot easement.
Do we have a second on this?
I'll second.
Okay, my memory is going bad. Was that one tap or was that 2 taps that they asked for?
Just one.
One.
Okay.
And this is for where we, go across somebody's property, right?
Yes, sir.
Uh,
So far.
Actually, they're going to extend it, was it 800 feet, Aaron, up Henry Harris Road?
Or
Oh no, that's a different deal. That's Richard Graves.
Okay, which is this one?
This is for an easement that we had to acquire to be able to tie in to the line on Clark Hollow. The easement, or not easement, but the right of way down through there, where the water line would have to cross the creek,
Oh, okay.
was going to cause a lot of issue. So he asked to get this easement in order to make it more of a straight shot and be able to actually tie in the water without having to 90 down and cut through the bottom of the creek and then 90 back up on a bluff on the other side.
Okay.
It'll eliminate a lot of headache for us in the future if anything ever happened right there as far as repairs wise, and also it eliminate a lot of headache for him, the contractor putting it in.
Okay, very good. Other discussion on this one?
I don't know if you need the name of the person that would be getting the tap. Is Diane Colliard or Collard? I'm not sure exactly how you say that.
Spell it.
It's Collard.
Okay, we'll enter that into the record. And I apologize, I thought we were going to be voting on that extended line also and that tap. I thought it was going to be on the agenda tonight, but it must going to come up later.
We
I think
already
that was-
voted on that last
Yeah, I
meeting.
think that was already voted on.
Oh, okay, we added that one in at the end. Okay, thank you. Too many taps coming out. If there's no other discussion, Ms. Keisha?
Sandra Wilkerson,
Yes.
Rita Carter,
Yes.
Tony Benham,
Yes.
Doug Brown,
Yes.
David Leith.
Yes.
Motion carries unanimously. Next item is to hire Will Reed and Christy Pitts for part-time public works positions. Aaron?
Yes, I'd like to ask the council to please hire Christy Pitts and William Reed the fourth as a part-time for public works.
the mayor allowed me to bring them on. He allowed me to bring them on this week, and they've been working out really good so far.
Mr. Mayor, can I request that we do these two separately, because I'm gonna have to declare a conflict of interest with one of them.
Okay, we can separate those with no problem. Let's vote on Will Reed before first. Well, I guess I need to get a motion on them first.
I move we hire Will Reed as a part-time public works employee.
I'll second it.
Have a motion by Councilman Bennell and a second by Councilman Leaf to hire Will Reed before for part-time public works. Discussion.
Are you using these two to ride the garbage truck, Aaron?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And they're working out okay as of right now?
Yes, ma'am, so far.
Okay, so my question would be, are you going to utilize them as sanitation people or public works people?
I'm using them right now on the sanitation truck, but on the days that they're not on sanitation, they're, helping with public works. So I really don't know how I would go about doing that. I don't know what's the best. I guess sanitation.
Well, we just need to know, because we need to know where to take them out of the budget.
I got you.
As the supervisor, that will be your decision, but the council needs to know so they can vote on it.
The amount in the sanitation department for this budget year was based on 2 part-times, and we haven't had them up until right now. So I think it would be sanitation, Mayor.
Okay, and that's only how many hours per week? Because that doesn't go to the 29 hours for each of them.
I don't have my paperwork in front of me to know what I base those numbers on, the hours. I'm thinking I went up to 32 hours. The dollar amount was based on 32 hours.
Okay, well, once you hit 32, you've got to start paying them benefits. So I
Right.
don't think you went that high.
Well, I don't remember. Like I said, I don't have it in front of me. But I do know in sanitation, the wages, the salaries is 1 full-time person and 2 part-time.
Okay. Keisha, do you know if any of our people that we have now are coming out of any of the sanitation except for the full-time person?
No, just the full-time person is the only person coming out.
Okay. So it'll be okay to hire them for sanitation and then utilize them in public works? I'm just trying to get clarification here.
That's the way it's been done in the past.
Okay, so this pretty much gives a full staff all across the board now, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any other questions before we vote? Ms. Keisha?
I'm sorry. So what about your full-time people? Are you fully staffed on full-time?
I am currently with Jacob being on workers' comp. I'm a man short, but I'm actually fully staffed because he's actually technically still an employee. But he's just out right now.
Okay.
Are we good
I
now?
thought-
David Lee,
Yes.
Rita Carter,
Yes.
Doug Brown,
Yes.
Chandra Wilkerson,
Yes.
Tony Bennell.
Yes.
Mr. Mayor, you're muted, Mr. Mayor.
Okay, how did I get muted? John, did you do that? The motion
I
carries
didn't do it.
unanimously. The next item is to hire Christy Pitts as part-time. We'll look for a motion.
I make a motion.
Oh, go ahead.
We have a motion by Councilman Bennell,
A second.
a second by Councilwoman Wilkerson. We're open for discussion. Okay, hearing none.
I will say this, I did observe these two on the garbage truck this week, and they're doing an outstanding job. And this girl here, she can carry her weight on the garbage truck. She done an outstanding job, what I observed.
Very good. I observed the same thing, so I know Aaron is happy. He's got a full crew there now.
Yes.
Okay,
She's hard to keep up with.
Ms. Keisha, if you'll call the roll, please.
Doug Brown,
Yes.
Rita Carter,
Yes.
David Leith,
I'm going to declare another conflict of interest on this young lady. Her and her husband live in one of my houses, and I will be abstaining from the vote.
Chandra Wilkerson,
Yes.
and Tony Bennell.
Yes.
Okay, the motion carries 4-1 with Councilman Leaf abstaining because of the conflict. The motion carries unanimous, or excuse me, the motion carries. The next item is the mayor's mileage for the last quarter. It's not very much, but that's what you have.
So move.
Second.
Have a motion by Councilman Leaf, a second by Councilman Bennell. We're open for discussion. Hearing none, Ms. Keisha.
Doug Brown,
Yes.
Chandra Wilkerson,
Yes.
Rita Carter,
Yes.
Tony Bennell,
Yes.
David Leith.
Yes.
Let the record reflect the motion carries unanimously. We will say at this time, before we adjourn this meeting, I think that's everything on the agenda in case I've missed anything. But I want to say there will be a special called Zoom meeting Tuesday night at 7 o'clock. Trying to see what that date is.
21st.
The 21st. We will be choosing a police chief for the city of Westmoreland. Interviews have been conducted, and the council will move ahead with that after some deliberation and consultation about it. So with that, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So move.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. This meeting is officially adjourned. Thank you very much, everyone.
Night, everybody.
All right.
Aye.